Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm just enjoying the view. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manor Lords, to the latest update and this beautiful, gorgeous new map that we're playing on right now. With our next city developments. We've just survived year 1 and are in the second year. We are preparing for a raider attack, and we have finished chopping down all the stone. How very nice that is. Let's actually unassign this person here right away. There's still some 4 more rubble stone available. This is also new, by the way. We have different type of stone now. The rubble stone, the dressed stone, and the mortar. So there's definitely been some changes. I don't remember dressed stone or mortar ever being in this game before. So we'll just see how that actually turns out to be. We also just finished these few houses here, and we're already full again. So I want to continue growing. 72% approval rating is amazing. So that means we have a very high incoming migration. Yeah. And in this case here, let's build us a few more houses somewhere here. And it's gonna be once again high density housing that I especially want to have somewhere here. This is too small, all right? Like actually he's starting here. We need to have 4 points as far as I remember. And then we have this one, all right? So we have a few more here. And then probably some gardens again or something like that. But I don't like the look of this so much. We can once again lower the density. But of course, this is not the point of this block. I think we can make it work like that. And the only thing is now that this one here still needs to have something. So let's just see how we can actually make something work here. That's not going to work out. This could work out in the strangest ways. But yeah, let's actually have it like that. And then we have a bit more room here, where we can have some normal housing again. Probably something like that. But we don't have the logs for this. But I can definitely see something like this. The thing is, we have a main road here, right? That goes into the market area, into my storage area, and into my industry zone. So it makes sense to me to have some market buildings here. Something like a trade post. Gonna delete the stonecutter camp to make room here. And then we have this road that we probably make like this now. Goes over here, right? And this goes then outside. Now we need to check where we have the international trade, the territory trade. There it is. And there's the public one. So there's the road. I didn't build this road, right? It was here before. So this is the connection that we want to make. We have then the road going out here. And then we're probably gonna make another road here like that. Right, that connects with the King's Road then, goes up there, and then into my area here. So here we could make a trade area then. Regarding the timber, we can see that this forest is now chopped, and we're already cutting something into that one. We have the berries. Now the berries are something that I really, really want to keep, right? So as we can see, we have this area here, and we can make a nice road around that, so that we are not cutting away anything here. Let's actually get this one over there. And this road in here. Alright. Should do wonders. So we are not allowed to cut this area at all. And for this we gotta make sure that we're staying a bit more in this area now. There you go. Can also continue then here with another road. Probably like this. The thing is, you cannot get too close to the pond because the pond tends to overflow. And you need to keep that distance. Okay, also I would like to continue upgrading some houses. These high density blocks here are fantastic for this. With every tier 2 that we have, we get more taxes. That is something I need. Another major development. Our manor house has been finished, all the way up here. It actually also provides still some families, only though 2 anymore, not 5. And these people here, well, it's their home now, and we could also now go ahead and set the taxes here, though I'm not gonna go with any taxes so far. Way more important than that is now that we have the retinue. This is a professional army that is working for us now in case of emergency. And I'm pretty sure we do have now bows, right? Yeah, 17 war bows that we are producing in my artisan, at my artisans over here. And we can also now go ahead and get the archer militia going. And it's kind of like halving between the two of them now to have 17 archers and 17 spear militia. So we get 3 regiments now available for us. that can protect us. I think this is a very good start for our army. Now, next in line, I think... Oh, we are lacking a few planks. Let's assign a second family to the saw pit. And I still need a bit more regional wealth to get my next oxen going. Because right now we are not having enough of them. Large village upgrade, thanks to having now enough tier 2 burgages. The next upgrade actually will take quite some time as we need level 3 burgage plots for this. We also have now the money to get me the next oxen. And with that we have now 2 oxen. Albrecht and Albrecht. Alright. Could have had some change here with the names. To make it simple, people. Albrecht the second. Gonna call him. Not that we lost Albrecht the first. So Albrecht it is, of course, in German. And I think he doesn't want me to have this name. There you go. Alright, also I'm assigning a dedicated family to this. So they're just transporting the oxen now around. They're the ox guides. To get things done more efficiently. Next, very important thing that we need to make some money finally, right? So that the normal regional wealth tax coming in is not enough. So for this, I would need to go for a trading post now. And this one will then attract traveling merchants coming into our city. Let's have this a bit further over here, because this is also close to my warehouses. And it's not too close to the city though to, you know, disrupt anything. So we still have this area here available then. Now I'm saving up on some families right now. I mean, we already have 4 in surplus to get started on my farming. And for this, we can also set the fields now. And as we can see, we do have the... Oh, okay. We have the rye already unlocked. Right, because we have an overhaul progression system. The rye has already been unlocked for us. Very good. There's no need to unlock it anymore. So we go with rye and barley, and then fallow, and then rye. Here we go with barley, fallow, and rye. So you want to have, of course, a good rotation so that you have rye every year, you know. Like this one here has rye here. And we're going to go with barley this year and then fallow. And there's my farm. Gonna set this area here for the farming. And I'm gonna assign 3 families to this right away. And they're gonna work. Lucky us, they don't need tools. And they're going to plow now by hand. So I could also give them an oxen. But this once again will cost me then also some coin. Yeah, of course we can already queue this in. You know, let's upgrade this with an oxen's chat. And once I have the money, I can then import this. Because this will significantly speed up then the farming process. Alright, this is actually... I didn't anticipate that we already have rye unlocked. This makes it into a green fertile area over there. Perfect. And we could also have some more here. Along this road. It's not, of course, it's not ideal by any means, you know. But it is getting me somewhere started. Just along the road there. And here we are also gonna say then, take the... I mean, barley is just super important. Take barley, rye. And here we're gonna say take rye, nothing, barley. Now I just need a few more families to work the farms. 40 tools, we're really, really good with that. Winter's approaching, firewood is fine, food is fine. No one is working the saw pit here. Can I put a higher priority on this? Unfortunately I can't. We would need to have a dedicated livestock for the saw pit for this to work better. More efficient, because right now we always need to wait for an available oxen. And we just don't have any. Even though we have 2, they're all busy. And the trade post is active too. Already assigned a person to that or a family to that. And with this family here, Kunwert, Heinz and Endlein, they're gonna work this. And yeah, livestock we cannot afford for this, but trading is what we want to do. And this is where things need to be thought out, because we cannot sell tools, nor can we sell rubble stone. Don't forget, we don't have endless deposits here, alright? So any kind of stone that we sell is gone. I cannot remine it or so. So we need to get things that we have endlessly available. That would be carp, for example. That's my fish. So I'm gonna say take this one up to a surplus of 120 should be fine, right? So it's actually quite valuable, 30 coin. So we have a bit of stuff to sell here. The berries, they're only worth 1 coin, and we don't have a lot of them, so this is not gonna work out. We don't have anything else here. The other thing we could get in endless supply is warbows, but I think for warbows we need to have a dedicated trade route before this actually works. Let's go ahead with a surplus of 20 that we have for army, and everything that we have above that we can sell. Why do we not have any bows? We do have planks. Oh, they're crafting. All right. The thing is, we're getting more archers in because we're growing. So every new archer takes up a bow. All right. So this is not going to be traded for a long time, but it is an opportunity. Planks. Yeah, let's sell planks with a surplus of at least 40. And that's it. We should be getting some small money in with that. It's important to get other things going soon. What we could already prepare is my next goat sheds. So I'm gonna have another goat shed over here then. And we could also make... Oh, the chicken coop needs the money right away. Up front. Orchard, that is the fruits. I could definitely see myself working on that sooner. Now about the orchards, we have a bit of money again. So as we can see, we need now seeds. We need the seeds for the apples, for the pears, and for the quinces. And yeah, I think with the apples we start. But this is significantly slowed down now. And the gardens need also seeds, and the chickens need the money for the chicken coop. So it's gonna take some time. Guess we need to upgrade more. We also have materials now in the trading post. Oh, we have lots of planks. Great stuff. What we can do with that is upgrade the next artisans. Yeah. It's raiding season. Just as winter is over, the first raids appear, and now things get interesting because those raiders, they're of course onto us, but they're also onto the other AI opponents, as we can see. And since they spawn on the other side of the map, they shouldn't be a danger to us. So enemy unit spotted, it's just these guys here. And as we can see, the AI opponent... There's nothing. Or am I overlooking something? Yeah, they're actually pillaging this one now. Oh, he's got something. He's got a retinue. He's actually fighting back. They have no chance, of course. That's a slaughter. And I wonder what happens now to the AI opponent. He's getting fired, right? There's some fire now. We'll just see. I mean, that retinue was actually quite brave. And as we can see, he's now being set aflame. Now that's crazy. Gotta be careful that we're not surprised here, but it's just these guys here now. Holy cow, I did not expect this. Yeah, he's burning down, like completely. Well, at least we are still fine, but that was pretty devastating. We do have the army ready, just in case. Alright, just in case there is something major coming, but right now we should be fine. And the really cool thing is, you know, like if we look down there, over there you can even see the village. It's not, unfortunately we cannot see the flames, right, but you can see the ruins right over there. Well, in fact, it's not burning anymore. There is still something. So he's been completely devastated. I wonder if he will recover from this. We'll just see. The bandits are gone. Let's continue with the next artisan workshop. Once again, I would like to have something that consumes planks, because planks is something that we can have in huge quantity. And once again, it's going to be the bowyer's workshop. One is not enough, especially if we want to sell bows as well. So this will be something to keep in mind. We got 20 now, which is the minimum again, right? And we're gonna get more archers here as well. 24 now. Another neighborhood is being built right now over here. And the next bowyer's workshop is finished. So they are working now side by side. I'm also moving Albrecht the First now to the farmhouse, so that this oxen will now help with the plowing. The thing is, though, as far as I understand, wait a second. Yeah, we still have only 2 stable space here available, right? So if I want to get more oxen for transportation, I need to actually get me another hitching post. And let's have this one here. Fits in nicely. Since we're gonna see some harvest this year, I would also like to go ahead and get me my first windmill going. Here we have actually a 97% chance, or efficiency, 95, because it's in a very exposed position. Here it is 100. And probably would like to have it though here, beside the farm. And then we also need an oven. This one is something I would like to have closer again to the city. So definitely somewhere here along the road. Kunrad, my next ox. That is not working. And let's also upgrade the stables right away, so that we can afford another one down the road. I wonder if Albrecht likes this job. But he's got no choice, really, as he's now plowing my fields. By the way, the trader family is trading. I mean, this looks fantastic, doesn't it? I wonder if he brings back any money. We'll just see. As he makes his way now to the King's Road, trading some planks and fish. I would love to gift him a horse, but a horse is 60, way too expensive. It says here that disconnected from the major trade routes we are, so we need to connect the building to the King's Road. We have this road here that goes to the King's Road. So it was my understanding that this is the King's Road. Unfortunately, it's not. The thing is, we have no choice, so I cannot go beyond that. And going down here, you know, this also branches out into other territories, so outside of my reach. But there's a trade point here, so it should be actually there. Ah, there is money coming in. At least 5 coins. So in this case, we are actually, in fact, trading. The thing is, I'm gonna wait for 20, and then I'm gonna open up the trade route here for warbows. Ah, it's also harvest season. And not only does it look beautiful, but it should also give me an additional source of food. The scale of this game just does not cease to impress me. Finally, we have the money, and we have now more bows. So let's open up this trade route here. And a dedicated traveling merchant will regularly visit your region to trade this specific type. Oh, good. And yeah. For 2 coin for each warbow. And it's endless, right? So we can endlessly have warbows. That's twice as much as a plank brings me in. So, I mean, we're stuffed with planks. 300 at this point. I should really set a limit on the planks. Otherwise, it's clogging up everything. Planks. And actually, it's way too high. Let's make 250 the top. I mean, even 250 would be ridiculous. Harvest season is almost completed again. They're quite busy still. It was a very good rye harvest. 47 rye. There's also some barley coming in this year. Great stuff. I mean, not ideal, but we could still have also a field here. It just all counts, right? We just need it. There you go. Could make some flax here. Finally, a bit more money is rolling in. 42. That's out of the trading. So it's also more worth it now to get some things going here, like more apple seeds. And I would also like to get more goats. I think all these 3 are working already. Yep. Let's go ahead and get the next goat sheds going. And with 20, we could also have some chicken coops now. To get eggs. Let's have another city expansion here. Along this one. We should be able to make it like so. Turn it. Ah, that looks a bit nasty. That looks better for sure. And let's have another road here then too. And we're closing in on the clay pit there. As winter is approaching, we are though stuffed with a bit of rye now. That means my people, once they're finished with everything, they will start with the threshing. Right now they're still preparing the fields again. I could set the priority to high, so some of them will then do it. It's not taking very long, right? So that we can have then the first family assigned to the windmill, and they will make then flour out of that. By the way, they're actually rebuilding, right? I totally expected him to stop working, stop functioning at all. But they're actually rebuilding things. Also here, repairing out of the rubble. Even though this will take quite some time as they need to carry this away. And ladies and gents, we're swimming in money. 64. That would be enough to actually afford a horse for the trader now. Not doing that as I really want to have more chickens. Also, we could start with the first vegetable gardens. Now that we have a bit of seed money. For this, let's actually make some burgages that have a huge back garden, right? So out of the ordinary. I think we could start with a few of them here. Like, oh, it's very hard to read with the winter, right? But we could have something here. Look at that. This is then the burgage, and then we have a huge garden at the back. I wonder if we can make this even bigger. So we have then one here with just one density, right? And then probably down the road here another one. In all different types of shapes that you can think of. There you go. Another with just one. These are going to be vegetable farmers. Another massive development. Rye bread is available under grains. This is because my oven is now working, producing bread. Now life really looks fantastic and tastes fantastic with some fresh bread. The cool thing about bread also is that it doesn't have the same spoilage level as, let's say, fish. And if we just walk down here, because in this game you really just need to walk everywhere to also enjoy the scenery. We're still processing some flour, very good. And at the farm, unfortunately we don't have anything anymore. So in this case, how much more do we have? 13 barley, oh, 29 rye grain still, so a lot really. We can make a lot of bread with that. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. There's the first burgage finished, and as we can see, It's quite a plot here that we can use now for some vegetable farming. At this point, fuel is actually running low. I've just assigned more families now to my woodcutter. So we got 3 of them now working here. But as we also can see is that there's no forest here anymore, right? So we're chopping it away slowly. So it's safer, I think, now to actually continue moving now my logging industry a bit further over here. So wait a second, let's actually make it like so. Move it up there, right? And then we can just take, for example, the logging camp and relocate. The problem here is I will probably lose all the timber stored inside, I think. Not entirely sure, but what we can do here now is I'm gonna add a forester's hut somewhere over there. And there's a family working in here that will then reforest this area continuously so that we can always chop it down as well. Once again, lovely scenery though, close to my pond. And this is also just so cool that the pond is actually turning blue because there's now more sky being reflected in it, right? Because look at that, if I move it towards the forest, it gets actually reflected properly. Right, so that it's more greenish. I love this. These are the details. Beautiful. Not so beautiful is my fuel, so I hope this one recovers now. It might help to stop processing some iron for a moment. There you go. 100 coin, very good. The vegetable gardens should be starting to work now as soon as there's someone moving in. There's no family in here yet. And also here an orchard for apples. There's also no one in here yet. So they do not work. We still have 4 available living spaces, so it's gonna take some time. We can use this here in the meantime. Let's go with another chicken coop. And I might also go for some animal pens again. And as we can see, eggs are coming in. More bread, carp, yeah, and berries. Got quite a bit of a variety there right now. I hope this single family here is still fine for all of this. Productivity 77%. So I think they are overworked. Yeah, we can afford another family to boost the productivity of this again. And the same for the large storehouse. This also adds more market stalls now to the center. And of course we want to have a huge bustling market here at some point. Let's also continue with upgrading of some burgages here. Might also get me a new artisan to get me the butcher in. The butcher enables the production of mutton and hides from surplus livestock and sausages from salt and meat. Now, I'm not entirely sure what surplus livestock means because I don't know if the goats in the animal pens here are actually schoolly pooping. It looks like we do not have any goats here right now. Why? Wait a second. There's my goat. There is my goat. But I cannot see if we have a surplus goat. So I think they're not schoolly pooping around, the goats. Right? I think it's just gonna be the 2 of them and that's it. So for surplus livestock, we actually, I think, need proper farming for animals. Oh, that's gonna be a good harvest on this field. Okay, we got meats now, chicken that's coming in, right? So I think surplus chicken is getting slaughtered automatically. But I'm still not entirely sure how the butcher then works in comparison with that. Let's just build it. It cost me 8 planks. It's not the end of the world. And try it out and see how it goes. Money's not coming in that much. Not that much trading going on right now. As there's no trader coming really. So far so good. Survived another year. Saw massive destruction. And yeah, expanded our city. In the next episode, I would like to get a bigger army going. And of course, more industries to grow this town here further. We might also be thinking about territorial expansion at some point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
Step right up and sample.